Hi everyone, I'm Katie and today I'm going to show you how to take your favorite Bitmoji icon and turn it into a decal that you can put on your car or your laptop or really wherever you want to put it. Now I've got the Bitmoji extension on my Google, but if you're on your phone, you will want to work from the Bitmoji app. Okay, so I'm going to click on that, and here of course you can search all of the Bitmojis. You can even just say something as simple as hello, and you've got all of these different images here that you can choose from. I want to do this Bitmoji right here, so I am going to right click on it. Now I am on a Mac, so some of these instructions might be a little bit different if you're on a PC, but on a Mac you right click. I'm going to open image in a new tab. That's going to bring it over here. I'm going to open it up. Aw, look, aren't I cute? And I'm going to right click again and I'm going to save image. Okay, now I am going to go to Cricut Design Space, and this is where I'm going to upload that image and turn it into a decal. I'm going to click on New Project, and then once I get to my canvas here, I'm going to click over here to upload. And as you can see, I've already been playing with some. I'm going to click on Upload Image. And let's see, sometimes you can just drag it in and it works. Nope, it's not going to work. So I'm going to browse all of my images. That's the one that I want right there, and I'm going to bring that in. Now, you can select the image type over here, and you can see as I click on the different ones that I get a different amount of color, different amount of detail, just depending. I am going to go with the moderate. Okay, so that is the one that I want right there. And then I'm going to click on continue. And now I have my image. Now everywhere where you see that blue and white checkered in the background, that is basically non-existent. It's clear. Okay, so when you're thinking of your decal, my decal is only going to be one color, which means I basically just want the outline of my image. Up here are some tools that I can use to help me erase some of the image. I'm going to start with this little magic eraser wand tool, and I'm going to start just by taking out these little sections here. Now when I click on this white, it's going to remove everything white that isn't blocked off. See how there's a line right there? That is completely blocked off, so that means I have to click over here again. And it's only going to take out the color that I click on. So I want to go through and make sure that I've got all the white. So now that I've got all the white, I want to keep my little belly here, my blue belly, and some other features. Now, a way to check to see how your decal is looking throughout the process is to click down here on preview. That will show you what it looks like, all one color, how it's going to cut out on the vinyl. So as you can see, I've still got a little bit more stuff that I need to take out. So I'm going to click on that again. I want to take out the face, and I want to take out these little stripes on my horn, and I want to make sure I've got my ears like that. Okay, so we've got, oh, I need up there a little bit more. So now I'm going to click on preview again. Okay, it's getting better. It's really close to where I want it to be, but not quite yet. So now I'm going to click up here on zoom in, and we're going to get a really close look here at my image. I can drag to where I want to go. And here is where I am going to pull in the eraser. This is a bigger eraser that I can change the size of that circle however I want. And here's where I can get really specific with where I want to delete. Now know, if you delete something, I didn't mean to delete that. You can just click right up here on undo and it will bring it back. So have no fear. If you mess up, it can be fixed. It is not a big deal. So I am going to make my circle the smallest that it can be, and I'm actually going to bring this in even closer. It's a little pixelated right now, but that is okay. It's not a big deal. I'm going to make my mouth a little bit smaller, because without the color, I think it looks a little weird being so big. So I'm just going to carefully, watching that nose, going to go around and delete. Now to do that, if I just drag the circle over a line, it won't delete. I have to actually push down my left button on my mouse and drag across, and that's how it's going to delete. Now, of course, I want that line, so I'm going to click undo. And then the other thing you can do is you can see that there is still like some little color specks in here. So I am going to go back up here to select, and I am just going to try and make some of these lines just a little bit thinner, just by carefully putting that little plus sign right over that color that I want to get rid of. Now, again, watch what happens if I accidentally click black. My whole outline goes away. But don't worry, you can fix it. You just click that little undo button and it brings it right back. So really, how specific you are with this is up to you, how detailed, how many of those little dots that you get rid of. But of course, the thinner the line, the thinner the line is going to be when you cut out those lines. So we can take a look here at our preview, and it's looking really good, but I've tried with the eyes, and the eyes are really kind of hard to get to make it look normal so I don't look crazy or drunk or anything like that. So instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on preview again. I'm going to make it all gray. I'm going to come back up here to the eraser, get the smallest circle, and I am just going to give myself little dots like that. Okay, you can see it switched back to the image as soon as I clicked. That's okay. I'm going to do it again over here on this side, and then when I click preview, see, it looks much better. Okay, so I'm going to back all the way out. I'm going to take one more final look at my cute little Bitmoji, my cute little self, and we're going to go to preview, and I'm just going to take a close look, see how I like it, and I think it looks good. That is exactly how I want it. So I'm going to click over here on continue. Now I can save a print image of it, or I can save a cut file of it. I'm going to save the cut file, and I'm going to name it Bitmoji me. Okay, then I'm going to save, and you can see right down here. And you can even tell this one, I took a lot more time and detail getting out all of those little lines to make them much thinner compared to this one where I just showed you the quick tutorial. So it really is up to you how you want to do that. So now I am going to, I want to cut this image out. I'm going to use the one that I spent a little bit more time on here. And I'm going to highlight it and click on Insert Image. Now I want my image to be, let's say, I'm going to put mine on the back of my car. So I'm going to make mine 6 inches. 6 inches tall. So I'm going to change the size up here. I could also change the size right here if I wanted, but this box up here is better if you're going for a more exact measurement. Okay, so there is my cute little Bitmoji. I can't get over how cute I am. I love it. And so now all that's left is to cut. Now we're going to move on to the Cricut Maker. Now you can really cut this decal out on any Cricut machine. I am using the Cricut Maker. I've got my Cricut Design Space pulled up on the app on my iPad, And I am connected through Bluetooth. You can tell by this blue light here. But the maker does have a USB port over here on the side, which makes it so I can charge my device while I am using it, which is absolutely brilliant because right now I am at 12%. So I'm ready to go here. I've got my light grit mat with my outdoor premium vinyl already cut to the size I need and ready to go. So now all that I need to do is follow the prompts on the iPad. I'm going to click on the green button that says make it in the bottom right hand corner. It's going to show me the mat, what it will look like, and where my image is cutting out. I know it's hard for you to see. I'm going to click on continue. And then I am going to select my material. I am using vinyl, so I'm going to click on that, and that is going to automatically change all of the pressure settings and everything within the Cricut, so I don't have to worry about a dial. I'm going to get it right every time. And now it's telling me to follow the prompts on the maker. So I'm going to take my mat, I'm going to load it in with just a little bit of pressure with my thumb on the bottom, and I'm going to click the blinky light, and that's going to load it nice and evenly. Now this light is going to blink, and that means it is ready to cut. So I'm going to click on that, and then the Cricut is going to cut my cute little Bitmoji of myself into the vinyl. Okay, now that we are done, we've got this blinky light here that's telling us it's done. So we're going to unload it. And then we are done with the Cricut. Now I'm going to bring in the Cricut Bright Pad, and I am going to use this to help me weed my piece of vinyl here. So I'm going to turn it on. I know it makes it kind of hard for you to see, but I can really see the lines, the cut lines on the vinyl, so it helps me to weed much easier. So I'm going to start with the corner. Just going to peel that up. Find a corner that's fairly easy to peel. And you can see how nicely it pulls away. Now I do want to be careful of my little tiny line there of my heart. Okay, then I'm just going to keep pulling that away. Ta-da! There is the basic outline. Now I'm going to take my weeding tool and I'm going to go in and get everything out of the middle. Okay, so there I am done weeding. I've seen that I've gotten all my holes. I'm going to turn that off and move this and see if you can see that a little bit better. I know that white on white is really hard for you to see through the camera. But now what we're going to do is take some transfer tape that I've got here. Move that out of the way. And I'm just going to cut off some of this Cricut transfer tape. I want to cut about to the same size. So just kind of using that as a rough guide. Just going to cut right there. And then I guess I could use the lines on the other side to cut more straight. And we're going to cut right there. Okay. Move our trash out of the way here. So now that I've got my transfer tape, I'm going to peel it carefully off of its backing sheet. It's a clear sheet. It does have the grid lines on it. And then I'm going to lay this over the top of my vinyl. Now this transfer tape is what is going to make it so easy to apply this vinyl to my car. And then I'm just going to push it down. Okay, just like that. And now essentially I just have a really big sticker, because as soon as I pull this away, the vinyl is going to come up with the transfer tape. Okay, so I'm going to go that way. I'm also going to go this way as well. Now, all of those little lines to stick. Okay, now let's go put it on my car. So the first thing we want to do is just clean our surface really well. Make sure it's nice and clean. I'm just using some window cleaner here. You could also use some rubbing alcohol as well to really make sure that area is nice and clean. Now I'm going to take my vinyl sticker here that I just cut, and I'm going to carefully peel it away from the sheet. If any area kind of really wants to stick, just lay it back down. Hopefully you can see this here. I'll do it up here. Lay it back down and just kind of prompt it to do what it should be doing. There we go. Now you can see that image nice and clear, and that is what we are going to put on the window. So I'm going to position it just how I want it. And the wind even helped me. I'm going to roll it up. That's the best way to apply it so you don't get any bubbles. Okay, then we're going to take our scraper and just go back over the top with it. Get all of those areas nice and stuck, especially where this is an outdoor vinyl. You really don't want any dirt or water or anything like that to come underneath that vinyl. Okay, and then we are going to carefully remove the transfer tape, and the vinyl is going to stick to our window. And there you go. Look how cute it is. I have my own little Bitmoji on my back window. It's so cute.